Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm in need of a crosscut sled. I know there's like 1,001 videos out there of it. I don't have one yet. I don't have a video of one yet. So here's my take on it. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I know there's a few different ways of making this, but I'm making mine out of MDF. I got a 48 by 12 piece of MDF that I used for laminating the veneers together. I figured it's nice and smooth. Perfect candidate for it. What I'm going to do is cut this in half because my table saw is not all that big. So I'm going to make it 24 inches long and maybe 16 or 18 in width. I'll have to laminate it together though. So let's make this first cut. Okay, so to start things off, what you need is called your runners. Now what I'm going to do for my particular saw, I'm just going to hold down the piece using some 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch cherry. And I'm just going to draw a line all the way across, and that line is about a 1/16 of an inch above the top of my table. Top. Now this piece is supposed to be 12 inches, and you know how they screw you. It's actually 11 1/4. So what I'm going to do, just so I know where my runners are at, I'm going to make the runners, we'll say 14 inches. Make it a happy 14. And then, oops, back to the miter saw. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this line that I drew here. It's pretty much centered, but I could run it through the planer, I could run it through the jointer, but I could use my hand plane, but gonna run it through my planer just to save some time. A little bit of wax on each side. It'll do just that. But that's a little bit later on. Right now, we're going to glue this to the sled. Let's take some of this CA glue here. Dab some right there, right there. I'm using CA glue for the sake of time, because it dries faster. Make sure this lines up. Edge of the table, and that. And you want something heavy enough to put some weight on it to weigh that down. Alright, so we got our runners cut and planed down the size. For the most part, they fit in nice and snug. Alright, so after your glue's all, set and cured, you want to pull it out. The tracks, make sure it's nice and snug, and grab your drill, your driver, some screws, countersink it. Yeah, you can either do that now or later, but I'm going to do it now and probably later, just so it gives the wax some time to soak into the. Okay, so you should just be able to bring your sled, bring it up to your table, slide it right in, and it should slide like butter. Second coat of wax will go on later, wax up the tracks. Table saw is due for cleaning anyways. Okay, now for the fun part. Add some kind of shape and profile to it. You know me, 1/8 inch round over, straight across. I'm gonna laminate these two together. Okay, so it's probably not perfect, but I used a blue Sharpie just to show you guys the shape. And of course, if you don't have a bandsaw, a jigsaw would work perfectly fine. Alright, as I was saying before, I'm going to laminate the top to this, and then this I'm going to laminate and screw to the sled itself. But first, I want to check to make sure that it's nice and flush or square. And it is. Being said, let's get on with it. I don't know about you, but when I use softwoods, I like to kind of scuff them up a little bit. And just to get a little bit extra reinforcement. Making sure that everything stays nice and flush. There we go. Ooh, better watch that CA glue. Let this sit for a few minutes. Okay, now to cut the rear fence to size. Okay, so I just cut the rear fence to size. Now, as far as it being square, it doesn't really matter. And I know this crosscut sled is real dinky. I'm making it specifically for my lamp build. So, that's why it's so small. I'm going to be using a bunch of small boards on this. This should just about do it. Here's my take on the crosscut sled. It's kind of small, but I got a radial arm saw out in the garage. My miter saw right there. My job site table saw is kind of small anyways. But anyways, got about 9.5 inches total worth of board room. Safely, you could probably fit about 8. Future plans, toggle clamp, one of those strip tape measures. Good to go. Enough said on that. For all you don't know, James Green on the 24th starts his pen challenge. It's for a great cause. It's for the soldiers. So get out in your shop and turn a pen or two. Write him a letter. It means a lot when you get letters when you're in the military. I myself know that. I'm a veteran, so I myself know that when I used to get letters, it used to be the same old stuff, but still, just knowing that somebody cared enough to take time out of their day to write you a letter means the world, especially when you're not at home. Little piece of home, you know. With that being said, if this is your first time floating by, please subscribe. I appreciate the support. If you're already subscribed, please give me a like and a comment. I appreciate the continued support. So until next time, keep cutting, stay screwing, and have a good week. Tool Junkie 555716, over and out.